Hello, welcome to this video. I'm very happy that you are here because this project is something I really care about. This is a very challenging period in my opinion. There are bad news every day. There are wars, real wars, trade wars. We just came from a very challenging period as well. We all know what happened in 2020. And all this negativity, all these bad news, one after the other, as if there is no end, can take a toll for some people. And I was one of them. I want to share this with you. I went through some challenging periods, and this gave me the motivation to develop this app. So what is it about? You know, when you are not feeling great, when you are down, when you are in a situation where you would like to open up with someone, but maybe you are not really feeling like that, I think getting some help from a book like the Bible can really be useful. Because the Bible contains a lot of stories, a lot of situations where people were facing challenges, and this can also be used as an inspiration. What to do, how to better face such challenges. Because at the end of the day, the stories are different, but more or less the root cause is always the same. There's some fear, some greed, some anxiety, but how to face them, well, we may get some useful insight. And also, the interface that you see on the screen, probably you can see that it's not really fancy. There are not many flashy stuff here and there. It's very simple because I wanted to keep it simple. I want to keep it accessible to people regardless of how advanced knowledge they have on using a computer. Even though it's 2025, many people are now used to access these tools, but still is not always the case. So I wanted to keep it very simple, and you see here you have the input box where you ask your question, and here is where you will see later the answer. There is a very simple picture here generated by AI, by the way. And then why did I put it there? Because I wanted to create this atmosphere of peace, if possible. And to do that, I add this music, right, that can add to this atmosphere, because some people prefer to get a visual component. Some people don't want maybe to have a background music, but if you want, I found this one. Let me raise the volume. I hope you can hear it. It's a very nice one by Denis Pavlov. I thank him because it's really appropriate for this tool. So you can enable or disable this music, and then you have the last option here is whole Bible or Gospels only. What does it mean? Well, the way this app works is that you will ask a question, and then this app will search in the Bible the relevant chapters. And then based on that, an answer will be generated for you. So if you choose the whole Bible, this search will go through the whole Bible. But if you only want to focus on the Gospels, then you click this button and then you can do it. So let me show you, maybe I pause this for now. Let me show you the main components of this app. So as I said, it's an app to search through the Bible. And how does it work? Well, I took the Catholic Public Domain Bible, right? And this is a free version that you can find online. And then I use ChromaDB to save the vector representation of this Bible file that I obtained with embeddings, with the Gemini, the Google Gemini embeddings. And then I created an agent using the Smolagent library. And the idea is that this agent has access to three main tools. One tool is the retrieval, so taking the query, this tool will search this ChromaDB file and return the relevant chapters. And then there is another one that is the generation of the answer. And then there is the final one that is collecting the citation. It means that it will give you a list of chapters that were retrieved. So if you want to explore more, you can read those. Because the Bible is a very big book. So if you want, you can maybe open randomly, and I'm sure you may find something useful. But it's also nice if you can be directed to the chapters that are more relevant to your question. Then I use Gradio for the interface, as you see, and that's it. Let me go back here, maybe with the music. I show you what you can do. So imagine that I have a question about, I don't know, I feel anxious today because of uncertainty for the future. Something like that. And then the LLM is running, is retrieving the chapters, right? And then is generating an answer. And that's it. So let's have a look. You see the answer is quite detailed and the tone is quite friendly. I wanted it to be friendly, as a friend who is telling you something that can help you. And then the answer is based on the books. Like you see here, there is reference to this. There are references here, right? And then at the end, it's also sharing a story, right? It's giving you some kind of metaphor that can help you. Then it's giving you some practical recommendation, always linked to the chapters that were retrieved. And then eventually it's telling you what you can read to explore. Very simple, as you see. That's the point. I want it to be simple, but just because it's simple, it doesn't mean that it's not meaningful. And I really hope that this can help someone. If this can help even a couple of people, I will be very happy, because the main reason for me to develop that and not spend time to develop that, and I tell you I spent quite a lot of time, was really to help. I think AI is giving us the opportunity to develop something that can really help others. And then, of course, we may be afraid because we don't know how AI can be used, but what we can do is to use it for good. And I think for some people, opening up and asking a question that they may not be willing to share with their friends or others, now this app can give them the opportunity to really open up and then get something useful, I hope. That's it. Thank you again for watching this video. I hope you will find your peace. I hope this app can help also to find that. And if you have any comment, feel free to let me know. I'm more than happy to make it better. And with that, I really thank you again.